Fellow Americans, if you care about this country, if you care about our Constitution, if you care about freedom, then you already understand the imperative of ensuring that Ron Paul is our next president. And that is the mission that we, Veterans for Liberty Super PAC, have taken on. Mission accomplishment requires that Ron Paul receives the majority of delegates at the Republican National Convention in Tampa Bay, Florida. In the first round of voting, most delegates are bound by party rules to vote based on the results of their state primary. If there is not a clear winner in the first round of voting, the delegates become unbound and a second round of voting is held. The establishment will be hard at work, scrambling to build a coalition around another candidate. The delegates who are loyal to Ron Paul will not be swayed by false promises or handouts, but they will not yet be a majority. The fate of the nation will be in the hands of those several hundred delegate swing voters who will have to choose between standing with the grassroots of the party or the establishment that has demonstrated the attitude of Henry Kissinger, who famously said, "Military men are dumb, stupid animals to be used as pawns for foreign policy." Despite the rallying cry of supporting the troops that unites the GOP, there are many in our party who resist Ron Paul because of his foreign policy. They say it is dangerous and refuse to listen to the troops who know better, who understand that a foreign policy based on the arbitrary whims of a government run amok is inferior to one based on the moral principles embedded in the Constitution. Like the only veteran in the race, and like our nation's founders, we who have demonstrated an absolute commitment to national security understand that our nation is more secure without entangling alliances and with a foreign policy of friendship, free trade, and allowing relations to be defined by individuals, not governments. To make the point undeniably clear that Ron Paul is the choice of the troops, we are organizing the largest military lobbying effort for any candidate in American history and invite you to join us for the Veterans for Ron Paul March on the RNC. But this will be more than a march. We will be an undeniable presence at and around the RNC with signs, handouts, and the friendly, smiling faces of the passionate men and women who understand that the oath they swore to the Constitution didn't come with an expiration date. We are asking all military veterans and active duty troops, in full observance of military regulations regarding political speech, who can furnish proof of service to join us at Forward Operating Base Domestic Defense the week of August 27th, where food, campsites, GP tents, and cots will be provided for the entire duration of the RNC. The organization of this event will be fully transparent, and we will make every effort possible to coordinate with local law enforcement agencies as well as convention security. Our security detail will consist of volunteer police officers and retired police officers and will be led by Constable Robert Pepe. For more information about how to get involved and support this event, please go to ronpaulisthechoiceofthetroops.com. To our fellow veterans, your oath to the Constitution did not come with an expiration date, and your country still needs you. The troops still serving and yet to serve still need you. Ron Paul has stood for the Constitution his entire career and risked his life standing up for your freedom. This may be the last chance you ever get. Will you stand with Dr. Paul? The last time veterans marched for Ron Paul, 2 men raised a brigade in a month and a half. Now we have 6 months. Will you help us raise a division? Signed, sincerely, Adam Kokesh, United States Marine Corps, Fallujah 04, Nathan Cox, United States Army, Baghdad 0708, and Zachary Carter, United States Army, Baghdad 03. I hope you'll volunteer for this event. Help organize by sending us an email at vfrp2012@gmail.com and join the conversation at the forums at adamversustheman.com, and you can find the link to that here in the description. And I hope, of course, we have a Facebook event, and I hope you'll share that because it's going to take a lot of people to help make this event be all that it can be.